This isn't Disneyland, this is DisneySea, and it completely shattered every expectation we had. 2 days, one park, and the kind of magic you only experience once in a lifetime. Our DisneySea adventure actually started before we ever reached the gates. We stayed at the Tokyo Disney Celebration Hotel, a short shuttle ride to the park that made everything feel seamless. From the moment we walked into the lobby, we were surrounded by Disney magic. Even our room had a full mural on the wall, and waiting for each of us were Mickey slippers. It already felt special. And then you finally arrive. The anticipation of walking up to the gate, finally getting through the turnstile, then this globe is the very first thing you see. At Disneyland, there's a castle. At DisneySea, there's a spinning world. Your first steps into the park take you through Mediterranean Harbor, a romantic southern European port town lined with cafes, shops, and ferry boats gliding quietly across the water. It doesn't feel like a theme park, it feels like a living movie set. Then we entered Mermaid Lagoon, and everything shifted. We didn't just walk into a land, we walked into an underwater world. We floated on jellyfish, bouncing gently up and down, spun through the air on blowfish balloons, and swirled through the whirlpool, a magical take on the teacups. Ariel's playground was pure discovery. Her treasure trove, maze pass, hidden corners, splashing water you could dodge and giggle through. Even Prince Eric stood watch over the lagoon. Outside, a giant whale kept an eye on everything. We scooted in circles with Scuttle and flew with Flounder on the flying fish coaster. Everly moved through this world like it was real. Running, climbing, exploring, it felt less like rides and more like being inside the story. From under the sea, we stepped straight into the Arabian Coast, home of Aladdin. The architecture was stunning. Real domes, towering palace walls, beautiful fountains. It felt like we had just walked straight into Agrabah. Everly jumped on the caravan carousel, smiling from ear to ear. The bazaar was alive with color and energy. And then a magician appeared. Everly stood absolutely mesmerized. But Jasmine's flying carpets, that was the winner. Watching her control the carpet up, down, soaring higher, her smile told us everything. Then the mood shifted completely as we entered Mysterious Island. A giant drilling truck was embedded into the side of the mountain, signaling the legendary journey to the center of the earth. Nearby was 20,000 leagues under the sea. The queue was filled with relics and glowing instruments that felt straight out of a Jules Verne novel. Once inside the submarine, Everly wasn't so sure. It was immersive, mysterious, and just a bit too intense for her taste. It was incredible, but definitely the scariest moment of the day. We continued on into the Lost River Delta, completely Indiana Jones themed with a crashed seaplane and rope bridges stretching through the jungle. Raging Spirits roller coaster burned with speed, fire, and screams. And this time, we chose to simply watch from afar. And then we entered Fantasy Springs, one of the newest and most breathtaking areas of Tokyo DisneySea. Here, entire worlds from Frozen, Tangled, and Peter Pan rise straight out of the storybooks. Arendelle comes to life in full detail. You walk through the castle gates, through the town itself, past Oaken's trading post. It truly feels like you've stepped into the kingdom. And off in the distance, Elsa's ice palace shimmered above the cliffs. You felt like you were in the movie. The brand new attraction, Anna and Elsa's Frozen Journey, was here, but the wait time was enormous. Still, just seeing the entrance and the world around it felt magical. Nearby, Rapunzel's world glowed softly. Her Lantern Festival ride was also incredibly popular, but even outside the attraction, her tower stood tall. And there she was, Rapunzel, peering out the window, singing. We did get to ride Fairy Tinkerbell's Busy Buggies, a charming journey through the seasonal landscapes of Pixie Hollow from a fairy's perspective, of course, where everything feels larger than life. On our way out, there was the Skull Rock standing watch over the iconic pirate ship from Peter Pan in the distance. One detail that truly stood out were the towering rock formations throughout Fantasy Springs, sculpted to subtly reflect the characters and stories of each world. Fantasy Springs wasn't just another land, it was multiple fairy tales unfolding all at once. When we reached Port Discovery, we found Aquatopia, a trackless hovercraft ride that spins and glides unpredictably across the water. Every ride was different, so naturally, we rode it again and again and again. Next came the American Waterfront, a nostalgic blend of turn-of-the-century Cape Cod and early New York City. And then Toy Story Mania. Even the waiting line was an adventure, surrounded by barrels of monkeys, Tinker Toys, and giant dominoes. Once our 3D glasses were on, it was time to strike a pose, then the games began. Targets everywhere, laughter, competition, total family chaos in the best way, and a little blurry when your camera wasn't equipped with 3D glasses. As the sun began to set, we soared, literally. Soaring, a fantastic flight took us across the world with imagery unique to DisneySea, familiar yet entirely new. And then, just when we thought the day couldn't get any better, the sky exploded with light. Lasers danced across the harbor, fireworks filled the night. We had just experienced Disney magic on the other side of the earth. Here are Frenchitivity quick tips if you're planning to visit DisneySea. Stay at a nearby hotel, completely immerse yourself in the moment. Give yourself a minimum of 2 full days to truly experience the park. And if you're adding Tokyo Disneyland to your list, block out even more time. You're gonna need it. If you love family travel, immersive storytelling, and world adventures, subscribe to the Frenchitivity YouTube channel and join us as we continue exploring Japan and beyond.